Hey group, sorry that I couldn't make our meeting. Um, so this week we're talking about Mary Griffin and the case right up for that. So, so what she was dealing with, so she's in management and there's this guy named York and he's been moving up through the ranks, a lot of good ideas, seems like more of a type A personality, a little bit of a perfectionist. Um, Great, contributing a lot of good ideas. Good, it's definitely wants the best for the company and takes his job seriously. So the issue though is that he has poor management skills, that he was making people in his team feel inferior during a presentation. He publicly put down some of his other team members because of an error that they made. And yeah, you don't want to have errors in your presentation, but you can't treat people like that. That doesn't inspire, uh, motivate people. It doesn't help them believe in the cause of the company. And I feel like it talks about what is some of the root problems. I feel like a root problem is that within the company that they were going through maybe a period of growth, and they're hiring a lot of new people, new ideas, that what the company stands for maybe got lost, like the message that management wants their employees to take. Maybe right now the message is, step on whoever you can to climb up the ladder the fastest, and whoever is performing the best is going to get rewarded the most, versus other things like loyalty, hard work, dedication. I don't know, it's maybe the message of what they want their workplace to be like would be lost. What would I advise Mary Griffin to do? Well, she probably is pretty capable. She seems like a good higher up management person, probably knows how to lead. Because then they had the incident where he was yelling at people on the manufacturing floor. And it doesn't seem like he was in charge of that, the way they phrased it, that he just started freaking out. So I would bring him into the office. I would be first off, say how are you? How are you liking your new position? What are some struggles that you're having within that position? And give him a chance to say something first. He's stressed, whatever's going on in his life. Then I would let him know, okay, so this is the report I just heard. I heard this came up recently, and say, you know what, you were freaking out, started yelling at people. And then say, you know what, we're happy with what you want. We're happy with what you've been doing so far. I would love to offer you, what we're going to be setting up for you is some additional training. Give him required training that he has to participate in, like a class, or you can send him to, or something to help him know. And you can just say what you did's bad, don't do it. But then that's not going to help him feel inspired either. You want to actually help him learn. He's a good employee. He's now he's in higher positions. Say, you know what, here's some training that I want you to do, because the conduct that was seen on the floor today is not appropriate. And you can teach a little bit. So you know what, that doesn't inspire people to work harder. It just makes my job harder. And I don't want to be having this conversation with you. I guess, yeah, that's probably might be too much. But as a management, as a boss, you don't want to be you have other things to do. And, let her know, I want you to make my job easier, and I want to have happy employees. People need to be happy. And you could bring them other examples. And you know what, even when you were presenting, I should have talked to you sooner about that, but that wasn't appropriate. The way to handle your staff. But I appreciate that you want to do a good job, but that's no good. Yeah, she should have corrected him sooner about the thing. Should she corrected him in front of everyone? No. I would have just taken over, cut his time short, and taken over and be like, okay, like I'm grateful for everyone's contributions. Sometimes mistakes are made, but that's why we have these meetings here within the company so we can get those straightened out. Yes, I wouldn't have called him out though, like on the spot, but I would have corrected what he said. Oh yeah, then the feedback workshop was really good. Using terms like always or never is not a good thing. Like it's almost like a victim mentality. Like, oh, there's nothing, you're always like this, you never help me, or you're never good. Like those kinds of words don't give any room for growth, and there's no way to win. Like no one can win in that situation. There's a winner and a loser. We don't want to make a winner and loser. We want to have everyone have a chance to grow, and everyone have a chance to succeed in their positions because they're in the same company. They want to do well. And so if you give specific examples and say, you know what, like I have seen recently this kind of behavior, and then address it, such as this. I've also seen you do this. I would rather you do this way instead of this behavior you were doing that was poor. And the reasons why. Just, the effect of what they decided to do. So there we go, group. That's my little bit. Hopefully I can make it next week.